So hello everybody, I'd like to give you a demonstration of a Meta Quest 3 VR headset that we're going to be using as part of our mini Digi Hubs project. So if you've ever used a virtual reality headset before, when you put the headset on, sometimes you see very overwhelming environments where there are lots and lots of menus, lots and lots of apps. So what I've decided to do is custom configure the experience when somebody puts the headset on so that they only see 3 of these apps and that the environment that they have is not too overwhelming, which is better for a classroom environment for the student and for the teacher. So when people put the headset on, they're going to be presented with this menu and these 3 apps. And let's have a look at ThingLink. So as we're brought into the ThingLink app, this is a demonstration app that combines scenarios for training, education, onboarding, higher education within about 12 different experiences, and they're actually quite good. Let me show you an example. So if I click into this one, this navigation experience, this brings me into the inside of an ambulance, and as you can see, it's loaded with equipment, but it's a very realistic representation, if you've ever been in an ambulance, of what it is like. There's lots and lots of equipment. If I use these 2 controllers, if I point the controller and I select an item, it'll tell me that that's a 60mm syringe pump, and it gives me a brief overview of what that's about. So I can move right around any of these items of equipment, and that's an oxygen regulator. So whoever has designed this experience just wants to put a little bit of information about each of the pieces of equipment into the ambulance, and it's hyper realistic. The spacing and the detail is all very exact, and you can even load videos. So if I click on this item, it'll launch a video right in front of me, and I can play the video or jump to the video to certain sections. And as you can see, that's a hugely beneficial training tool that could be deployed into hazardous or expensive or small environments like this. So let's just bring it back. Let's have a look around this exhibition. So this is just like an art gallery. So we're instantly transformed into some kind of an exhibition and an art gallery. And all of these pieces that are on display, if we click on the individual artist, it might tell us something about that piece of work. So yeah, it does. It tells us, it zooms into that piece of work, and then we can have a closer look. So let's go back to home on that one, and then there's an interactive gallery. Let's have a look at that one. Yeah, very similar concept. Oh, there's a paper mache sculpture that's there, and in some cases I can actually move around the room, and I can zoom in and zoom out to and click on some of the hotspots, and it'll tell me more about that piece of work, and then I can look up more closely at that piece of artwork. So let's have a look at maybe this other one, Literature Brought to Life. And this one is a real wow experience. You're brought to Paris, and this is the Paris Opera. And if I spin around and we have a look, yeah, at the Opera Hall, this is really impressive. I can go on to the main stage. So let's have a look at the main stage. We're brought right onto the main stage, and this is fully immersive. You know, you really get a sense of being there, and you can click on any of these information hotspots. Okay, this play is about the Phantom of the Opera, and there's lots of things within the environment you click on, all kinds of videos and documents. So let's have a look at one of these documents. Yeah, this is a Google slide presentation, probably about the Phantom of the Opera. Okay, it's just taking its time to load. Yeah, okay. Experience by night. So you get the idea. You can load a myriad of different documents, media, video, sound, audio, and you can get a sense of really being within the experience. So I just wanted to give you an overview of what's available for the students when they log in using this ThingLink VR experience demo.